This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Welcome back, everybody, to fourth quarter action here from Lake City, Michigan, where the Lakeview Wildcats have made the trip north to play for the first time ever the Lake City Trojans. And so far it's been all Lake City. I know I'm saying lake a lot here, but I can't help it.
Yeah.
42-0 here to start the fourth quarter. We have a running clock going. Matt Holt is still in the game. I'm thinking at some point they may be getting him out of the game. Holt will keep it, cuts to the inside, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Holt. And they're going to go for one on the extra point. All right, we'll also be able to take another look at this one here too. Maybe take a look at the blocking scheme here, Jason, coming up. Back to attempt the extra point. Numbers at 16. Oh, it's going to be Mika Schwab. It's down. Schwab with the kick. And it is good. Okay. Here comes a replay on that. See if we can. That's okay. Mika Schwab is a exchange student from Germany. All right. Okay. And so now the Trojans will be kicking off. It'll be Walker Herrick.
So with 11:19 left, it's 49-0. And what number was Miko Schwab there?
16.
16, that's correct.
And are you doing some coaching, some youth?
Yeah, we
football
coach the
coaching?
Pop Warner team.
Okay.
We've practiced a couple weeks now, and our first game, or everybody's first game in the area, is September 8th. So next Saturday. There'll probably be some here, Lake City.
Yeah.
They're I don't know, 40-some teams throughout northern Michigan.
Yep.
From the Pee-wees to the midget division, and
nice catch there by the up. That's number 5, Jackson Larson. He's still on his feet, and finally he'll be brought down there by, I think, Ben Marion.
Yeah, they've caught those more than anything, the high.
Right. So for Cadillac, how many youth Pop Warner teams would they have?
So the upper division, they call it the JV kind of Pop Warner. There's two teams right now, and they have about 18 kids each. And I coach one of those with Coach Logan, and Coach Phillips and Cronkite coach the other one. Then there's 3 Pee-wee divisions, they call them, and that's anywhere. I think they have to be under 95 pounds or actually under 125 pounds. So.
Okay. Number with a pitch out to Harris. Harris trying to get the corner on the left side. He's got some speed and he's got some yardage and close to the first down. Right at the sticks.
Yeah, good effort by Harris. He had a couple guys on his shoulder there, and he just outran him to the corner. 2nd and 1 for them.
Between Harris and Addison Mitchell, they're not big, but they're
fast.
Quick. They are very quick.
And Addison hits hard. You know that.
Yeah.
That play in the beginning is probably the biggest hit of the game, I think.
Right. There was another hit on Ben, or I can't remember, Devin Davis, coming across the field there. He was just absolutely drilled. It was Hetty, I think, might have made that hit, number 60.
So Lakeview's going to give 5 yards back to him on a false start penalty.
All right.
I always wonder if it's a quarterback's fault there when 2 linemen jump at the same time, you know.
College football will be starting off here pretty soon this weekend.
Yep, and this is a time when a lot of guys and girls too, their Friday, Saturday, and Sundays are all in front of the TV.
We got the Labor Day weekend coming up, so everybody get a little break before school. We'll start it up on next Tuesday. There's a big hit there by Miles McLeod on, who was the carrier, Addison Mitchell.
Yeah, number 11, Noah Thome was in on there too, and
yeah.
Those 2 guys have been very sure tacklers all game. You know, they get their head across, they wrap them up really well, and
Driving them.
Yep.
I mean, right between the numbers.
You know, they've played some offense too, but you can tell that they're trying to get as many one-way players as they can.
24 for Lake City. I don't think we've called that number yet, have we? That is for Lake City, number 24.
Jack Pedler.
Jack Pedler here.
Yeah.
He's playing a corner. That one was knocked down close to an interception there by the Trojans.
So yeah, it's good to see some different faces getting in, and you know, those guys work hard all week too in practice, and getting some time for the second string, the scout team, always makes the next week practice go better because they practice harder and they give the offense or first teamers a better look.
There's a low line shot kick, takes a bounce, handled really nicely there. Coming upfield, is it? It's Jack Pedler, number 24. We just mentioned him, so that's a good job by number 24, Jack Pedler. He is a junior.
Yeah, Pedler's a junior, and he's probably one that was on the JV team last year. Maybe didn't get much playing time the first game, I don't know, but getting a chance to shine a little bit there in this game.
Good speed there and great hands because that ball took that fast end-over-end hop on him.
Looks like they're getting a few lineman subs in here. Number 51 coming out. That's Nate Knapp.
Yep. Devin Davis, as I see, he's got his helmet off. He's the one that got his a little bit the wind knocked out of him. And here's a give to Greenfield. Flag is down.
You're going to call a holding here, I think, on
Lake City.
I believe so.
Yep. Wrapping up on the tackle was Andrew number 44.
Yep. So it is going to be holding. They'll replay first down. It's going to be about 1st and 21 almost.
Okay, so they do stop the clock, like you said, on penalties.
Yep.
Okay.
I always have to write it out, and the acronym is TIPS. So it's timeouts, interceptions.
Penalties.
No, I'm sorry. Timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores.
Okay. I got to remember that one. I like that.
I didn't come up with that myself, though. Somebody had to tell me that.
All right, we've got an update from Bay City John Glenn. Cadillac is still holding on to a lead of 20-14 with a minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Anything from McBain?
Nothing
Jason?
yet.
Okay.
So 7 minutes left here in Lake City. Lake City is got the upper hand on Lakeview tonight at 49-0.
All right, we got to get another when we get a chance here on our DVDs. Get some light on here in the booth.
So the copies of the DVD of this game are available at cctv-cadillac.org or at mynews26.com. You can order a single game, or you can order a box set. You can order the whole season. DVDs order support the cost of equipment and the professional supervision of the students. All sports produce cooperation between the Wexford-McSauke Career Tech Center and CCTV, along with MyNews26.
Nice tackle there by Lakeview's Brian Keene, a senior. And ball is up on the 46-yard line. We want to get mention our crew here tonight. Heather Stilson is our director. Kaylee Buck was running the camera, but now she's back in the van, and it's nice to have that replay. And, if we don't have enough personnel, it's hard to do that. But Kaylee was able to come back off the camera, and we've got Rain Johnson-Hill working a camera for us.
Yeah,
so,
we probably wouldn't have seen the touchdown there on the fumble without the replay. And so those guys do a great job in the booth. They are on 100% of the time watching everything.
Staying in bounds, driven to the ground. It was number 78.
Yeah, good tackle by Charles Sweet there.
Okay. Who's number 18 for Lakeview?
Number 18 for Lakeview is Evan Vining. He's a sophomore.
Okay. Evan's had some nice tackles in the game here tonight.
Yep. So Lake City's gonna probably be forced to punt it here. It's a 4th and 15, and they haven't punted much tonight. Just second time that they punted tonight, I think.
Yeah, it might be.
And the first one was a fake, so I'm not sure they ever.
That's right.
He just caught it right here. Oh, now he's going to kick it out of bounds and put it in the stands.
That was Bukowski, And number 28, that was a ugly-looking punt, wasn't it?
He dropped it and then kind of stumbled and then kicked it, and it was actually, I'm going to say right here, it was a 4-yard punt.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And matter of fact, I think they were ducking on the Trojan bench there as the ball sailed right over their head.
I think it took one hop and hit the stands over here. So
now he could say that he was angling towards the coffin corner, right?
Yeah.
He can say that.
Yep.
The camera will tell differently, though.
He was 51 yards short. So
just a tad short, as Harry Carey would say. Now Lakeview at midfield, they would love nothing better.
Yeah, you want to see the team here end up. Looks like number 4 is in at quarterback for Lakeview, and that is Jacob Volker. He's a junior.
Okay.
You know, and Lakeview's got a whole season ahead of them. They don't need to
non-conference game.
Non-conference to get some subs in. They don't need to pound their starters too much.
Right.
You know, there's teams on their schedule that they would love to have all their players for. You know, they have Morley Stanwood, Kent City, Hesperia, Holton, White Cloud, and they actually come up to McBain game 8 to play them.
Okay.
So
Kent City's usually pretty tough.
Kent City is, and then they end their year with a tough schedule with Central Montcalm, which is down in Stanton. Yeah,
they've been good. Right up the middle on a quick hitter. I think it was number 6. We got a number 6 for Lakeview.
I do. His name is Michael Namo.
All right. Coming out of the game is Miles McLeod, number 9 for Lake City.
Probably done his night. Probably done for, and you know, it's important for those guys to cheer on the second team that is going in right now, because they're the ones that make them better all week.
So number 4, quarterbacking, handoff right up the middle, good run.
I think he's going to get a first down, Bill.
Vining, I think. Number 18.
Yep, 18 is Evan Vining.
Evan Vining.
So Lakeview still has 3 timeouts, and the clock's going to keep running here, so you can't really manage it like you normally would. If you want it to stop, you're going to have to stop it.
We want to let everybody know that next Friday, September 7th, will be Lake City at McBain. Should be a good one here in the Highland Conference, and that'll be Friday night, first Friday night game. Stacked right up at the line of scrimmage by the Trojan defense, led by number 76 for Lake City. I'm trying to think if we called that number yet. That's Kyle Scarborough. He's a junior.
Yep. You know, Coach Reinhardt is not going to elect to use his timeouts. He's going to run as many plays as he can get in the minute 42, and that's a good thing. You don't want anybody getting hurt or trying to score is not the most important thing here.
So Volker will hand it off up the middle. Decent run there by Vining again. So looking back at this game, Lake City used the aerial attack really well. They opened it up right off the bat. Really never slowed down their passing game except at the very end when everything was all said and done.
And they actually, their running game really enhances their passing game. They run the ball to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And they
looking downfield by Volker, that one is overthrown. Diving to try and make that interception was Jack Pedler.
So that their running game, you know, is pretty tough. And when Lakeview is obviously like, hey, we got to stop this. And so that opens up their passing game.
It's almost like they're passing to set up the runs once in a while. You know, I mean, that's almost the feature game for them is the pass attack.
So McBain is up actually 12-3 right now.
Holy smokes. Either 2 touchdowns and no point afters from McBain or lots of field goals. And we've got a score coming in from John Glenn. It is tied up end of the third quarter, 20-20. Here's a long field goal attempt.
Oh,
just short. What an effort there by number 78, Charles Sweet.
That's a 50-yarder. Wow, 49-yarder.
And we knew that they had a really good kicker in Charles Sweet, and he was 4 for 4 for the point after, and that's going to do it here from Lake City as the Trojans, Lake City Trojans, thoroughly dominate here, 49-0 over the Lakeview Wildcats, and Jason and I will be back in just a moment to wrap it up. You're watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Stay tuned for the postgame show.